In this video, we are going to discuss about the basic concepts of or the basic meaning of DMAIC and DMADV. So DMAIC is used when a project's goal can be accomplished by improving an existing product or process or a service. And DMADV is used when the goal is to the development of a new or radically redesigned product, process or service. So in short, if you are improving something existing, then it is DMAIC. And if you are developing something new, then it is DMADV. So first we'll look at DMAIC. So DMAIC stands for define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. So first phase is define. Define the goals of the improvement activity. The most important goals are obtained from customers. At the top level, the goals will be strategic objectives of the organization, such as greater customer loyalty, higher ROI, or increased market share, greater employee satisfaction, or anything else. At the operations level, a goal might be to increase the throughput of a production department. At the project level, goals might be to reduce the defect level and increase the throughput for a particular process. So, in short, obtain goals from direct communication with customers, stakeholders, and employees. So in case of define phase, you can ask a few questions like, what is the business case for a project? Identify your customers. What is the current state? What is the future state map? And then what is the scope of this project? What are the deliverables? What is the due date? So all basic things you need to define. The next phase is measure. So measure the existing system. You need to establish valid and reliable metrics to help monitor progress towards the goals which are defined at the previous phase, in the define phase. So in case of measure, you can ask certain questions like, what are the key metrics for this business process? Are metrics valid and reliable? Do we have adequate data on this process? How can we measure the progress, or how can we measure the project success? So all these kind of measurements will come in the picture. Once you do the measurements on the defined objectives, then you can start with analysis phase. So analyze the system to identify ways to eliminate the gap between the current performance of the system or process and the desired goal. So begin by determining the current baseline. What is the current baseline? We can use exploratory and descriptive data analysis to help understand the data. We can also use some statistical tools to help and to guide the analysis. So in case of analysis phase or analyze phase, we can focus on current state analysis. What is the current state what is the current state of the project? Is this current state as good as the process can do? Who will help make the changes in case of any changes are required? What are the resource requirements for these changes? What could cause this change effort to fail? What major obstacles one can face in completing this project? Once you will analyze the data, then you will find some observations for improvement. So next is improve phase, improve the system. So you need to be creative in finding new ways to do things better, cheaper, and faster. So one can use project management and other planning and management tools to implement a new approach. We can also use some statistical methods to validate the improvement. So in case of improvement, one can ask about the work breakdown structure of the project. Then what specific activities are necessary to meet the project goals or the business objectives, and then how to reintegrate the various sub projects which are running parallelly. So once you will go through improve phase, then the next is control phase, control the new system. So whatever observations you have made from analyze phase and whatever improvements you have stated in the improve phase, you need to implement those to create a new system. So control the new system. So one can institutionalize the improved system by modifying compensation and incentive systems, policies, procedures, MRP, budgets, operating instructions, and other management systems. One may wish to utilize a standardization such as ISO 9000 or likewise to assure that documentation part is correct. We can also use some statistical tools to monitor the stability of new system. So when we say control phase, one can think about what is the during the project cost, schedule, scope changes, what are the control risks which are involved, what type of progress reports should be created, how to assure that the business goals of the project are accomplished, and how to keep making the gains. So this all comes into DMAIC. Now the second approach, another approach used when the goal is the development of a new or radically redesigned product, process or service is DMADV, that is define, measure, analyze, design and verify. Now this DMADV is a part of Design for Six Sigma DFSS toolkit, where D stands for define. So define the goals of the design activity, what is being designed, why it is being designed, and then related things. M stands for measure. So determine critical to stakeholder metrics and what attributes to measure. A stands for analyze. Analyze the options available for meeting the goals. D is design. Design the new products, services or processes. And then V stands for verify. Verify the design's effectiveness in the real world. So this is DMADV for new development. So this is a comparison between DMAIC and DMADV. So if you look at this diagram, the common phase is define phase, be it existing service or product, or be it a new development for a new product or a new service. You need to define your objectives. So define phase is common for both the models, DMAIC and DMADV. So after the define phase, you can look at the question like, does this process exist? So if the process is existing process is there, that means yes, then you will go for DMAIC. And if the process is not existing, that means you need to design a new process or a new product, then you will go for DMADV. So define phase is common, and then you can see rather you can check whether the requirement or the process or the product or the feature, is it existing or not. If it is not existing, DMADV, and if it is existing, then we'll go for DMAIC. In case of DMAIC, the first is measure. So if it is existing process, measure that existing process. So once we'll measure all the attributes, all the parameters, then we'll see whether the process is in control. If the process is not in control, then we'll look at all the details and we'll remove these cause for because of which the process is not in control. And if it is in control, then we'll go and ask if it is capable of handling the new system or the new requirements. So once this analysis is complete, then we'll go for improve phase. So if the answer for this question is the current process capable for handling new requests, if answer is no, then we need to improve the process. And then we'll go to control. And if the answer is yes, that it is capable of handling new requests, we'll directly go to control the new system. So this is DMADV and this is DMAIC as the two variants for existing process and new process. So this is the end of this session where we have discussed DMAIC and DMADV and the relation between DMAIC and DMADV.